We have a saying around here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, no brains, no headache.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
Welcome to No Brains, No Headache Podcast, episode 279. Happy to be here. Damn glad to do so. I'm going to be your host today, Jordan Weichel. Next to me, if you're watching on YouTube, our preferred platform is my co-host, confidant, longtime friend, fellow comedian. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the very funny, the very talented, my right-hand man. It's Matt Cleary. I call him Ongo. Ongo, how are we doing today?
Good. What are you drinking?
That is a Celsius. I've been on the Celsiuses lately, and it's the Arctic vibe. I also like the peach vibe. So,
A couple months ago, I bought a bunch of Celsius packets, and I didn't know that they had caffeine in them, and so I was just drinking them like couple after work, and it's like 400 milligrams of caffeine. I'm like, why can't I sleep at all? And it's like, well, you're an idiot.
200 milligrams of caffeine, I believe. I actually had a sample of a pre-workout, and it was just laying there for a while, and so I wanted a little bit of energy, a little kick one day, and so I took it just to like use it. And I've never really taken pre-workout before, and I was just itchy and irritable the rest of the day.
God, yeah, pre-workout. I feel like my heart has palpitations every time.
Yeah, but I needed a little pick-me-up because I just got done eating some chicken parm. Went for a little early birthday lunch with a friend and inhaled some chicken parm. So, yeah, because this will be my last episode as a 31-year-old. This will be our last episode of 2025. So happy New Year to all of our listeners out there. Thank you for being with us for yet another year. We appreciate every single one of you. And I don't know what our schedule looks like in the future, but Matt, this could also be your last episode as a 31-year-old. We rarely look that far ahead. It's usually like a 48-hour notice when we record.
Yeah, I don't know. It's I think my birthday is on a Monday this year, so we might be recording on my birthday,
which is just terrific. You always had that classic birthday of like going back to school from winter break on your birthday.
Oh yeah, it's like I brought cupcakes. Everyone's like, "Fuck you, Matt," and I'm like, "Okay."
This is bullshit, Matt.
Dude,
I think you would soften the blow, but it just never did.
No, it didn't. I'd be like, my mom made these cupcakes for you guys last night. Everyone's just like, we don't want to be here. And it's like, okay, noted.
Yeah, I feel like I asked some people who were on, students who were on winter break. I was like, when do you go back? And they're like, I have no idea. It's like, okay. You might want to gather that information at some point. But like if we were back in those days of just having like 2 or 3 weeks off, you really lose track of time. Like you have no idea. I kind of lost track of the day for a while. I knew the number day. I didn't know what day of the week it was for a while there.
Oh, I just had this thought. I think I thought it last week, but it just came back to me. Okay. What if it was your birthday on September 11th, 2001? And you were like bringing cookies or cupcakes into the classroom and then just
dude, we have a friend who he's a year older than us. He was in the 3rd grade and his birthday is on September 11th.
What's his name?
Travis.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Don't want to name drop too early, but yeah, poor sucker just had to he's trying to you think they're selling like you're watching the news in your classroom and you just hear happy birthday. Wow.
It just instead of cha-cha-chas, it's just they've hit the second tower.
Yeah.
Like, oh God.
And many more. Wow.
They got a 4th plane.
But yeah, we are recording on December 30th, in the year of our Lord 2025. What is next year? Is that also, can I keep saying the year of our Lord?
Yeah, you can do that all the time. I deal in old documents, and I was reading them today, and they're all in cursive. So I'm like reading through. It takes me way longer to read when it's in cursive, and they're all in the year of our Lord. And then like after, if you do it after 1950, it's kind of weird. But for podcasting sakes, I'll allow it.
Well, I sent you a stream of memes last night as I was lying in bed rotting. But there was that one of that guy who just goes over all like the useless shit that you learn in school. Remember that one? Like he was talking about like Pythagorean
Oh yeah,
theorem.
yeah.
I don't know if I sent you the one, but he's just like, we're gonna learn cursive for 9 weeks and then never use it again.
Dude, I feel like we had to use cursive like from like the second grade on until we got to junior high.
I mean, I've brought it up before, and I'll probably bring it up again, but I still hold a grudge against our 6th grade teacher. For the second half of the year, we got recess taken away to prepare us for middle school where they didn't have recess. And it was like, you know what? Fuck you. You're really ruining my childhood. Like what is that going to do to a 6th grader by preparing that? Like, we went to such a gay school. Like, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Like, hey, we're going to take away recess for the second half of 6th grade to get you ready for 7th grade. Oh, so that 3 months of summer vacation, we're not going to feel the recess vibes. Get real. I think we were just behind because we were all retarded.
Yeah, we're all pretty dumb. But I mean, imagine this. What do you think the butterfly effect would be of us having recess in the second half of the 6th grade? Do you think anything changes? Like, I'm just sitting here drooling into a bowl, be like, mad hungry.
I'm missing my left arm.
Yeah, Jordan got drafted into Vietnam, and
I don't understand that, and it's what bothers me. But we're winding down the holiday season, Matt. I don't know about you, but I'm kind of a hard cutoff guy for holidays, and by that I mean once it's over, it's over. Like December 26th, I don't want to hear Christmas music. I don't care to watch. Like, you had the time to watch the movies.
Yep.
So if you didn't get it in, I'm just like, and then you see people celebrating Christmas after the fact. Maybe like this year it landed smack dab in the middle of the week, just threw everything off. Production just fell off of a cliff. But like people celebrating after the fact, I'm not feeling it. Same with Halloween, Thanksgiving, St. Patrick's Day. Like, even like St. Patrick's Day, it's like, okay, we have the pub crawl the weekend after if it lands in the middle of the week, but it's like, let's be honest, if we weren't just going to a bar and it's socially acceptable to like binge drink and like just be a jackass, I wouldn't really I don't really care about St. Patrick's Day that much.
Yeah, I was just thinking because my family like waited a couple days to do like presents and stuff. We still had like had like dinner and stuff, but for like a big family get together, waited a couple days because my brother was at his in-laws. And so on Christmas night, or Christmas Eve night, I took a gummy, and then I was laying there, and for like a good hour, I was just watching the Santa Claus tracker where they have him flying over the earth. And I was like, he's over Azerbaijan right now. Wonder what those kids are getting for I'm following this, and like after an hour goes by, I'm like, what am I doing?
They don't even believe in Christmas.
Yeah,
they outlawed presents.
They got a roadside bomb for Christmas.
Yeah. The only exception I thought of to the hard cutoff would maybe be 4th of July, and I think that's just because it's like middle of the summer, so you really just like lighting off fireworks kind of just hits any day of the year, you know.
Mandan, this is the most North Dakota thing ever. They're breaking a world record for your birthday of most Roman candles shot off at one time.
Okay, I did see something about a bunch of Roman candles on their way to Mandan. What?
It's I'll look it up.
I mean, I appreciate I'm flattered.
I'm gonna say it's 250,000 Roman candles.
I mean, as a New Year's Eve baby, I pretty much take credit for everybody. Like everybody in the world's going out to celebrate me. It has nothing to do with the fact that a year is over. And really, what's the difference? Like, because we started this podcast in May of 2020, so like it's like, oh, another year of the podcast. It's like, well, actually, we're still at like 5.5, maybe a tick over.
They're doing this world record for people that have PTSD and stuff. It's like, I think lighting off this much fireworks is going to cause PTSD.
Time out. They're trying in to pay homage to PTSD survivors, victims. I don't know what the patients. I don't know. They're gonna light off Roman candles. Just doesn't like. And I want to see. We'll have to do a follow up here. I want to see the footage of how many of the fuses just like don't work, and so it's just like one every third is just lighting off.
Yeah, well, I mean, Roman candles, like usually you get like one that fires out of there, and then it's like kind of limp dick, really
Yeah.
good one. The rest suck. I mean, the amount of like shit they're just firing off into the air, like maybe just donate the $30,000 to like wounded warriors instead of just blowing $30,000 on Roman candles.
Don't donate it to Wounded Warriors after donating to them years ago and then actually looking into it. Wounded Warriors is a terrible charity to give to, apparently. Do I have many facts to back that? Absolutely not. I heard it once and I'm running with it. But Matt, what are the chances? Because my biggest gripe with Roman candles is like you never know, like you light the fuse end, but it's like you never know if that's like the right end. What if they're like all aimed that way and they all just start shooting backwards? That would be North Dakota.
Yeah, like you're like the guys with a rocket launcher that come out and like aim it at a tank, just fires backwards.
I could
Yeah.
see it already.
Dude, I was way off. I said like 25,000 or 250,000. 2.5 million Roman candles.
Okay, and where's the funding? And we're actually going to talk about some funding later in the show. Unless you lived under a rock, you know exactly where that topic is headed with recent developments in our country. But who's funding the Roman candle PTSD efforts?
I think they like crowdsourced it to get $30,000 to buy it direct from China.
There's just a gigantic pothole on Main Street in Mandan that hasn't been fixed in 7.5 years, and we're like, you know what we need to do? 2.5 million Roman candles.
Yeah. Yeah. People keep dying because our air quality is not very good. I got this one. Yeah. People keep freezing to death because we can't feed them or house them. Roman candles.
Yeah. I keep having to test my cocaine for fentanyl because of the crisis overtaking this country. You know how we're going to fix that? Roman candles.
Spending $30,000 on Roman candles. You know what we're going to do? Also sell beer at the event. So this place could go even more wrong.
Oh, wow. I mean, that actually, like, to be honest, that sounds like something you and I, like, if we were on the Mandan Progress organization or whatever it's called, there's like me and you are just the dumbasses around the conference table. Like, hear us out. 2.5 million Roman candles.
It's like when you say like how I got our work party to be at a horse racing track, and I just like threw it out there. I was like, why don't we go to Canterbury? They got a casino and horse races there. And someone's like, actually, that's not a half bad idea. And then it snowballed, and we ended up having our party at a horse racing track.
The scene in Tommy Boy where they're talking about the ladies like, and then the whores are going to be running around, and David Spade's like, I like her idea.
Oh man,
it's the second time we've talked about David Spade today.
Yeah, that is well, to give some context, we were talking about Dickie Roberts' Child Star, just in a text message, and we were going back about it. Underrated movie. I suggest you watch it. It's just some dynamite one-liners.
We were talking about how people just like barter instead of like pay cash or pay with your card or whatever. People just barter. And a homeboy from the Brady Bunch he's like, they're playing poker and everyone's throwing their chips in, and he would be like, yeah, I call, and put his chips in, and then he'd take them back and be like, actually, this is the used retainer from season 3, episode 14 that Marsha wore in the episode I Shit My Pants Twice. Easily worth $17 on eBay. Just slides it in the middle. It's like, okay, so if I win this, I have to set up an eBay account and then hope I get the money worth.
The best is that he would put $10 in, and then he'd be like, I'll raise you $10, and they like pull like a necklace off. He's like, the same Watiki chorch that Brady gave Jan. And I was like, what?
Oh, good stuff. What do we have with these Salvation Army bell ringers?
Oh God. So this is the most Florida man thing. So Salvation Army, if you don't know, that's the bell ringer at every grocery store. And there was a Florida man who he was ringing the bell absolutely belligerently drunk and was yelling at people to donate. Hey, get back here and donate to the Salvation Army. And then when the store manager tried to tell him to leave or stop doing that, he tried to impale the store manager with the donation kettle tripod.
He just used it as a weapon. That guy really cares about the Salvation Army.
He's like a 63-year-old dude. Could you see your dad doing this and just be like, donate to the Salvation Army or I'll literally impale you?
Yeah, he's just tackled somebody in the middle of the roadway, just beating the shit out of him. He's like, got their wallet, it had 20 in it. That's something a Florida man would do. I mean, the fact that you started that off with Florida man, it's like, oh, okay, this is going to be good.
The best part about it is they like kicked him out. He left, drove home, and then got arrested at his house.
Oh, wow. The old home field advantage arrest. That was good Ring doorbell footage.
Speaking of arrested, I watched last night. I watched the movie Roof Man.
Okay, I've been meaning to watch it. How is it?
It's okay. It's not great, but it's like the real story's cooler. Essentially, this guy gets arrested, breaks out of prison, and then he lives in the ceiling tiles of a Kids R Us. Toys R Us. And basically just like eats candy and baby food to survive. And then like a Circuit City closed next door. So he starts watching movies in the old Circuit City, like underneath a stairwell. It's pretty nuts.
And then he falls in love somehow. And
yep. The female, the girl he falls in love with, definitely just blows her back porch out too. That's
love for you.
Is Mary J in Spider-Man.
Kirsten Dunst.
Yep.
So you're telling me, and I'm going to tie all this together, so just try to stick with me. Also, thank you guys for being here with us. Episode 279, housekeeping. You're telling me that a guy escaped from prison, and then he was living in the ceiling tiles of a Toys R Us. Okay, so a felon on the run, essentially. He finds love. Then we have Nick Reiner, who recently was in the news for stabbing both of his parents to death. And he was spotted just casually walking around the side on a sidewalk, holding hands with his girlfriend. So you're telling me that these two guys found love, and I can't even get a text back? What, are we doing a hand check?
Yep.
I am wearing pants, for the record.
Have you tried not being an asshole?
But chicks dig assholes.
Not mine. It reeks.
Except when I show it, they're just like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, then I have to register as a sex offender.
It just always interested me how, like, yeah, there's just like there's love in the air, and it's just like the biggest red flag. Like, homegirl dating Reiner is just like, he stabbed like it's one thing to shoot somebody. Like that's probably the most sane way to like murder someone if there were such a sane way to do it. He stabbed them. And it was known across all news outlets that he was homeless, a drug addict, mentally ill. And he's just walking around, downtown LA with homegirl. Do we need to make the red flags more visible? Honestly, I don't even feel bad for you. When he stabs you in your sleep, nobody's going to feel bad.
Do you think like Rob Reiner, as that was happening, he's like, man, I really shouldn't have done Dickie Roberts' child star
on a Tuesday night?
Who the fuck would have the goddamn call?
All right. Well, that's housekeeping. Let's get into episode 279.
Okay. Let's party.
What do I got here? Is it I'm losing my mind?
Mm-hmm.
I don't get a call all goddamn day. Start recording the podcast. Immediately get a call.
It's all too familiar.
Yeah, and my mom's leaving me a voicemail. Guarantee it says, "Hey Matt, it's your mom. Give me a call." Would have done that anyways, but okay.
Sends her phone number 701.
She will. Fuck. I am losing my mind. I'm off my rocker. Today I literally went out to my car to go to work, and I come out of my garage and I get into my car and I sit there for probably about a minute, and then I go, what am I doing in the passenger seat of my car? I was just sitting there for like a full minute, just not doing anything. I'm like, wow, it's pretty cold out in the month. And I came to and I was like, what am I, what?
Yeah, where you're just like, what was that segment we did? Like you're too stoned when or whatever.
Yeah, or
what was it called?
Have you ever been so stoned?
Oh, yeah. Matt, have you ever been so stoned you went out to head to work for the day and you find yourself in your passenger seat of your vehicle and it's cold out, so you're probably like wondering why the car's not warming up. You'd see your breath.
Yeah. I mean, that's the kind of what happened. My mom just called me, left me a voicemail saying that if I want to use her snowblower, it's battery operated.
Did you get the voicemail transcription?
Yeah.
Oh man, did she leave her phone number?
1 second. Is
it uploading?
It's 1 minute and 20 seconds long.
Oh my god. Thanks. Don't you own 2 snowblowers or 2 lawnmowers?
I own a snowblower too that just rips.
Yeah. Did it snow there?
No.
For future reference, just so you know, Matt, you do have the option of a battery-powered snowblower at a different location than where you live, in case your gas-powered snowblower that just has the claws of life in front of it isn't working. I just want you to know you have that option.
Well, I bought a battery-powered
lawnmower.
I was going to say ass hammer. Dude, okay, this guy that I used to play a lot of Call of Duty, and there was one guy that's gamer tag was the gas powered ass hammer, and that's all I was thinking about.
Is it your gamer tag Nifty Rim Job?
Yep, Nifty Rim Job 48. No, add me on Xbox. I play a lot. But now I'm stuck on ass hammers. What was I talking? Oh yeah, lawnmowers. So I bought a battery powered one because mine shit the bed. Turned out all I needed was a $2 filter to fix my gas one. So now I have 2 lawnmowers, and I pick which one I'm going to use based on how eco-friendly I'm feeling at that moment.
Well, that's nice. Yeah. It's like you have the option to recycle, but sometimes you throw that empty beer can in the garbage because you're feeling rebellious.
Or like when you're at someone else's house and you're like, hey, do you recycle? And you're like, wait, I don't care. And you're just throwing the garbage.
I mean, the confusion between lawnmowers and ass hammers, totally normal. So
This is another
happens
good
every day.
this is another good one. So I was driving, this time in the driver's seat of my car
Thank
yesterday.
God.
This is probably where it all came from because I was going down 7th Street. It's just 4 lanes one way. This is going to mean absolutely nothing to you unless you live in the Bismarck Mandan area. And there's a bar called A&B Pizza on the left. And it's 4 lanes. So I'm like, I'm in the way right lane and I'm going to Target, which is on the right. And there's a car next to me that, for whatever reason, just decided that he was going to cross 3 lanes to go to the bar parking lot. And I'm watching this happen. He's right next to me, starts going, misses one car barely. All I hear is a slight honk. SUV just slams into this car. Like shit goes everywhere. Mike punch. And I was like, wow, someone might actually be really hurt. I should stop. And then I just kept driving.
Dude, yesterday I went to the gas station. I just walked to the one by my place and I was walking back and there was like a 3-way stop in this Home Depot parking lot. And this dude's on a motorcycle and he comes to a stop and the right of way. He like barely starts going and then just peels out and tips over his motorcycle. But to make matters worse, he kind of like curb stomped himself because his back was like on the curb and then the motorcycle landed on him. I still don't know how he crashed. Like there must have been, I don't know, some sort of debris that
Just
like
a
his wheel
banana
caught.
peel.
Yeah, it must have been. And I'm like right there. I'm like, wow, I should really go help this guy, but I'm in zero mood whatsoever.
Yeah, see, like that's what I was
see
like.
2 people get out of their car to go help him. I'm like, oh, thank God. I did not want to have to go help this guy.
Well, that's what I was thinking. There was some other cars coming behind, and then I'm like, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna run up to the car and be like, "Hey, are you guys hurt?" And they're gonna be like, "Yeah," and I'll be like, "Okay, cool. I don't know what to do, so I'm just leave."
Right on. You just get in your car. Yeah. You get in your passenger seat. You're like, damn it, not again. I don't know how one just goes into their passenger seat and like
just sitting there,
Yeah, I mean anything to like avoid going to work. So
yeah, and then I've been I've been doing this cleanse thing that they tell you to like drink it in the morning and then you're not supposed to drink it at night because apparently it's supposed to just make you poop your pants. And I've been doing it for like 4 days and haven't yet, so I'm really scared of what's gonna happen to me.
Oh, okay. Wow. Well, thank you for sharing. Best of luck on your future BM. So good luck with that. Matt, I'm also losing my mind because your boy Manti Teo is so bad at commentating. He was on the Christmas Day Netflix coverage of the Vikings Lions game. Obviously, I was tuned into that one. He's like, and we're gonna bring back an old term here. I think he has Asperger's. And if you don't know what Asperger's is, it was essentially autism before autism became cool. But he like tries to like put like emotion and like excitement into like his statements, and you can tell he's just like, it's like he's holding in a 4-day cleanse and also trying to like be on national television, or he's on Good Morning Football, and like they always do debates. What is it? Was it Kyle Schrager and Peter Brandt? Am I getting those names correct? They used to be on that show, and it was awesome. And then they replaced them with Manti Teo, and they just try to have these debates and like do all these fun things. And I don't know. I just made a note of it that Manti Teo just pisses me off. Not to mention the whole like, oh, I thought I had a girlfriend thing, and like it was just a fat Samoan person.
A fat Samoan dude.
Yeah. Everybody has their type.
Yeah. I still like Manti Teo. He's at a point where he has to work because he lampooned his actual career that he was good at so much that he didn't make a lot of money.
Well, I mean, how would you feel getting a check for like them making a documentary about you getting catfished by a obese Samoan male that you thought was your girlfriend that you had romantic interactions with?
I just imagine Manti Teo like going around to his friends with like recordings and like playing the dude talking, sounding like a chick, and be like, sounds pretty hot, right? It's like that's not how you defend yourself.
I mean, whatever it was, it must have worked in some degree because did they not go to the national championship and lose that year to Bama?
What's the problem?
Well,
It wasn't 42-10. I didn't
that
wear an Irish flag cape for the first half. I didn't puke all over myself after.
Which
they
one did you
lost.
get more drunk for? The Panthers Super Bowl or that Notre Dame Natty?
Panthers Super Bowl. I don't think I've ever been that drunk before. I woke up covered in my own vomit. So,
Well, we'll talk about it at the end of the show, but hey, they're still alive and well. But that's all I have about Manti Teo. I'd probably be best to move on so I don't get high blood pressure.
I just have went through. I don't know how I didn't think of this. This is the greatest thing I've ever seen. How to win any basketball tip off or jump ball. So you go to the middle like you're gonna do it. The ref throws the ball, and when the other person jumps, you immediately pants them.
Oh, yeah. My thought was penis related as well. I thought you were going to punch him in the balls.
Good dick punch. I think like yeah. I
That would
guess
be
that
a
would just
foul though.
yeah.
If you de-pants them, it's kind of hard. Can you call a foul on de-pantsing? That's just a good old fashioned, good clean family fun joke right there.
Yeah, what if you were just going around like on the basketball court instead of screening people, you were just tabletopping them?
Although I do have a joke about pantsing. I'm not going to say it right now, but you've heard it in the past. And my joke is like, oh, I'm bad at doing pranks because I would go up in front of someone and pants them, but then joke's on me because there's a dick in my face. If we're talking about basketball, preferably the NBA, it could be a large black man and he's jumping in the air. So if you pants them, you could get a little jack in the box in the face.
You're going to
get
what I mean. Fistful of the battle of the bulge.
You're going to get a face full of penis. Just saying, be careful. If you want to take Matt's advice on how to win a tip, by all means, try it. But,
I don't know. I just want to bring back like pranks. Like what's a good old fashioned prank?
Asking your friend to go out to lunch, and then when the server comes around and says together or separate, you say together, and then they hand you the bill, and then you slide it slowly across the table to your friend.
See, solid prank.
Yeah, that's probably one of my best pranks.
We need to get back into prank culture. Everyone became so sensitive. Like I want to like cause minimal property damage, but I still want to cause it. Like a good old fashioned like ripping a mailbox out of the ground or throwing eggs at houses. But now everyone has Ring doorbells. Ooh, another one. So we were leaving my mom's house, me and my sister, and we had just gotten rain on Christmas Eve, and
it was slick.
And so Anne takes one step off the steps, just full banana peels, and then I'm like, oh, my mom has a Ring doorbell. So the next day, I'm just watching it happen, and go out. She's like yelling at her dogs to get in the car. One step, just whoop. And then all you hear is me go, are you all right? Are you hurt? She's like, no. And I was like, okay, then that's fucking hilarious.
Did you capture that footage? We may get a media release.
I didn't know how to export it. I was watching it on like the screen on my mom's house.
Is it like the Chive TV clips where people are just slip-a-slopping all over the place?
And there's a slight like slope at the end of my mom's stairs, so she was just sliding across the ice on her back.
Just insult to injury.
Oh, it was great.
Or like the pranks, like I know at like our watering hole they have like the classic bar popcorn. So I've seen it before where like somebody will take popcorn and try to like throw it in somebody's beer. And especially when they go to the bathroom or something. So they like make a little piece of popcorn in somebody's beer. They're like, oh man, this is so good. I got him. And they come back and they're just like, what the fuck? They're like, oh, dude, got you. And then the
See,
person just stares them down and just drinks their entire beer with the popcorn still in it. Like, that's just a bad prank.
I was at the bar and someone kept poking me on a shoulder, and I'd look and they weren't there. And
Oh.
after it was like 30 times, and I kept falling for it. So like that's on me for keep falling for it. But that was a funny prank.
Yeah, the classic opposite shoulder tap and then go the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good, clean family fun right there. And yeah, I agree with you. We got to bring pranks back. You know what else we need to bring back? Some pet peeves. And I got a few as I traveled back to the homeland of North Dakota for a few days over Christmas. I got my air travel fix. I usually get that about twice a year. And first of all, I'm a regional airport guy. Okay, if it's not a direct flight, I'm really not interested in it. Layovers, it's just like one flight for like 2 or 3 hours is enough. You know, like if you need more than that, that's gonna be tough. But I came up with some airport pet peeves. Feel free to add your opinion as well. But first and first, mostly number one, excuse me, traveling in jeans is insanity.
I disagree.
Like, just because then you can wear them to whatever your destination is. Is that what your thought is?
Yeah, especially if you're going into like a big change in temperature.
Yeah, but well, what's wrong with sweatpants? Because you're in these teeny tiny little seats. If you're like me, you don't even choose your seat. You get put in the middle. You know, the person to your right, slightly obese. Person to your left hasn't showered in a few days, and you just want to be as comfortable as possible. You can still have that comfort and warmth of sweatpants, and that's what I had.
So this is gonna be a pretty rare occurrence, but it does happen. If you wear sweatpants and you fall asleep on the plane and you get a sleep boner,
Yeah.
everyone could just see your boner.
Well, then just if you got it, flaunt it. You know, show it off. Be proud of what you got. But I don't know. I just anything besides sweatpants, I just think is a big no. For me personally, to each their own. Going through the scanner, like first of all, they're just like the biggest. Actually, that's one later. I can't go too deep, but taking off your sweatshirt before going through the scanner is so dumb. What's the point of the scanner? Where they're like, sir, I love how they're like, are you able to take your sweatshirt off? I don't know, Sherlock. How do you think I got it on? Like, give me a medical scissors so we can cut this thing off so I can make it through the TSA scanner.
First of all, they're asking you that because they're wondering if you're wearing a shirt underneath, because they don't want you going shirtless through the scanner, which would be pretty funny.
Well, they might as well. They might as well.
Second off, when I was flying, I was waiting to get on my plane. I don't know if I told you this, but there was the fattest human being I've ever seen. And he was wearing like a Punisher t-shirt, like the superhero, like skull one. And he was sitting on a chair and his boiler was just hanging out the bottom of it.
Wow.
I was like, the only thing you're going to punish is a bunch of donuts in that toilet.
Nice. What if you did I wonder what the standard procedure or decorum, like what if you're a male and you just wear a Speedo? Like that's what your bottom is. It's covering up everything it's supposed to. Are they allowing you to wear like if you're wearing like a crew neck but a Speedo on your bottom?
I don't think they can technically do anything.
Or just like very short, uncomfortably short shorts.
It's just like a social faux pas. Like, it's not against the rules, but it probably should be.
And what if your shoes were scuba diving slipper or flipper? I'm essentially asking, what if you're Scuba Steve trying to get on a plane?
I was like, what if you're the scuba instructor from Along Came Polly and you try to fly? That's exactly who you're. Ruben.
All right, just like the security line, let's keep it moving. Number 3 is no budging in line. I don't care if your wife saves you your spot, but just wait in line like everybody else. If anything, why doesn't your wife wait for like why are you separated first of all? And why can't your whoever you're traveling, your travel partner, let's call them, why can't they just wait at the beginning of the security line when you're both ready? Why don't you both get in line? Because I was in the security line, and of course, the old lady right in front of me, she kept looking around, and I'm like, she definitely has a pistol on her. And turns out she was just looking for a husband and then waves them, and then it's the zigzag lines, because they're trying to like save space. And so homeboy has to ask everyone and say, "Excuse me," and do the little zigzag through the line just to get up to his wife, who has been standing there for 10 minutes. I don't care.
Yep.
If you're wearing full on military uniform, by all means. Any other reason, it's called TSA pre-check or patience.
Get
Wait your
there on
fucking
time.
turn. Yeah, like, and it was Bismarck Airport and Mesa Gateway Airport. If you've been to either of those, Bismarck has 4 gates, Mesa has 8. They have a direct flight. That's why I choose it. It's awesome. A little over 2 hours, boom, you're there. There's no reason at all that you should be running late for your flight in those airports. It takes 15 minutes. So I don't care, like no budging a line. Thoughts on that?
Yeah, I remember when we were down in Vegas, there was a huge line.
Yeah. We got there
And
like 5 in the morning and that line was all the way
Yep.
down.
and some dipshit lady walks in, looks at the line where you have to walk like a quarter mile to get to the end of it, and she's like, "Do you guys mind if I slip in line?" And the dude in front of me was like, "Fuck no!" And she just turns and walks all the way.
I mean, seriously, like, yeah,
Um,
in major airports, like definitely not budging in line, but like it's almost the principle where it's like, seriously, you're trying to have somebody save your spot in line when it takes 15 minutes by the time you get ass naked and then they probe you anally to make sure you don't have a bomb up your hoop and
oh,
then you get dressed again at 15 minutes end to end.
so this is another one of me losing my mind where I'm just not paying attention. This is me sitting in the passenger seat version of an airport. So I'm walking into when I'm flying home from Omaha a couple weeks ago. There's no one in the security line. So I walk up pretty much. I'm putting my stuff in there. I'm just like talking to the guy, like random nonsense. He's like, "Everything out of your pockets?" And I'm like, "Yep." And I walk into the like scan machine. I didn't take anything out of my pockets. And I look at the thing when you go, and there's just like 17 red marks. And he's like, "Just go back and try it again." I was like, "Okay." I'm like taking my phone.
I'm surprised he
Wallet.
wasn't like, you know what, have a good flight, sir.
Yeah, I'll drive.
Well, that brings me perfectly into my final point. TSA employees, the people, they're very important, but they're all just royal Boy Scouts. Everything like by the absolute book to the T. As I was getting ready to like go through, and they're always changing like the protocols because like my one good point to end with was the one nice thing is you don't have to take your shoes off anymore, which is like nice. But I feel like you used to have to always put your phone and laptop and all your electronics like elsewhere, but now they can go in the bag. And then like I don't now you can just like condense everything into one, which is nice, but it's like it's constantly changing. As I was getting ready to go through, I was told to zip up my pockets because I had like joggers on that had pockets that zipped up. And she's like, "Oh, can you zip up your pockets?" And I was like, "Sure." And I was like, "But one of them's broken. Like my right side of the one just kind of like got off the tracks and I haven't really fixed it yet." And the lady was giving me such a hard time. She's like, "Okay, well, good luck." And I was like, "Well, what do you mean good luck? What do you mean by good luck?" And then she's like, "Are you wearing a belt?" I'm wearing joggers, mind you. And I even like just lift up my shirt slightly just so she can see my waistline that it's like one of those bands and it's just a little like little shoelace tie. And she like didn't believe. She's like, "Are you sure you're not wearing a belt?" And I'm like, let me check. Should have just pulled one out of my ass and be like, yeah, here's my belt. And it was just, they're just Boy Scouts.
I
I
was
don't
I
know.
was gonna
I
say
gotta have to find a reason to complain.
there's a couple different TSA agents out there. One that just doesn't care and he's mad that he's working as a TSA agent, so he's just like yelling at people. And then there's the other one that failed the cop exam and is a TSA agent and refers to himself as a federal agent.
Yep.
And it's like, okay, you work for transportation security. Like they're hiring all the time.
Yeah. If you have a pulse, you'll get
Yeah.
the job.
Which I'm still waiting for a call back, but that's tough. But I was like, what if you didn't zip up your zipper? And she's like, well, good luck. And you go through security and they're like, there he is, take him down. Just
They just unleashed a German Shepherd on me.
his pockets unzipped. Take him down, take him down.
They just have their elbow in my back. And they're like, you should have zipped up your pocket, dirtbag. It's like, okay.
Gun out on the back of your head.
You move and I pull the trigger. It's like, okay.
You hear the safety unleash. You're like, okay, then.
Yeah, just ridiculous stuff. On the way back, I also had there was a family where, I shit you not, they had 7 children. And there's like 3 seats on one side, 3 seats on the other. So like the family couldn't even fit in like one row, so they had to like split up a little bit into like multiple rows. Imagine traveling with 7 children. That's a lot of pockets to zip up.
Yeah. no zipper pockets. Yeah. What if like TSA was like my doctor and no matter like what you had wrong with you, you just had to take your pants off? I was flying one time where I was in like the way back row, like right next to the toilet. Like every time someone got out of the bathroom, I was the first person they saw. And on the other side, there was this mom sitting in the window seat with just a screaming 2-year-old. And there was a guy sitting next to her who was very pissed off that he was sitting next to this. And I'm like, dude, just fucking get over it. Kids cry, whatever. But if I would have been sitting next to it, I've been equally as mad. But so the lady comes back. She's like, hey, we actually have an exit row seat. Would either one of you want to volunteer for it? And I was like, oh, more leg room. I don't need that. And the guy's like, yes, I would. And then as he's getting up, he's like, thank fuck.
I'm surprised she even finished asking the question before he was like, yeah, no, I'll take it.
Gets up, punches her in the face, zips up his pant pocket, and walks right to the exit.
But and the zipper pockets are nice when traveling, because then if you have like your wallet, I mean, I never have anything in my pockets that goes in my backpack just because of that fear of like losing something while traveling, which is like the worst fear possible. But yeah, those are my airport pet peeves.
I could talk about traveling and the pet peeves of traveling all day long. But this week, huge week. As you're probably listening to this, the final episode of Stranger Things has come out. Jordan, I don't think you've seen it, so this won't make a whole lot of sense to you. Kind of like when we talk about the NFL for me.
The show looks dumb.
It's entertaining, but pretty dumb. If you're that far behind, you're gonna be like, I'm not watching this. But
unless Millie Bobby Brown drops them out, I'm not interested.
It's really weird because you're watching her like the start out, she's 10 years old. Now she's like 22 and has like lip filler in, and you're like, this is supposed to be the same person, but you should have just recast it. Like, and so one of the main characters is like closetly gay. And in the last episode, they essentially are like, all right, we only have an hour and 15 minutes before the entire world ends. And the closeted gay guy, Will, was like, guys, I have something to say. And he goes on for like 15 minutes. And then he's like, I don't like girls. And they're all like, who cares? And I was like, you wasted so much valuable time. But also, I'm like, Stranger Things could have just had the biggest, like, probably like, I kind of want to make like a clip of this, of just like him going through the whole thing. And then he finally says, like, I don't like girls. And then one of the characters is just like, ew.
Well, that's what I was just thinking, is like, that's how normal place it's become in our society. It's like who cares? Like, thanks
Yeah.
for telling us. Like, that takes
Yeah.
a lot of courage, but who cares? Like, I was thinking right away. It's like, guys, I've something to tell you, and I take my shoes off when I fly. And everyone's like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
We
They
wished
just
you
beat
were
the shit out of
gay.
me.
Yeah, but Stranger Things, I needed to get that out, that it is, when you break it down, similar to Home Alone. I was watching Home Alone, like running through
Home
like
Alone?
Home Alone.
Is that the one where the kid gets left home for Christmas, or is that where the gay guy goes to the bank in need of a cash loan?
The Christmas one.
Oh, okay. Home Alone, not
Yep.
Homo Alone.
Yeah, I found out also I've been saying laptop, not laptop for my
You
entire
just found
life.
that out?
Yeah.
I told you. I've been telling you that for 200 and almost 80 episodes.
I don't know. I just never really clicked. I was like, why is Jordan repeating what I said? He'd just be
Apparently,
like,
it's espresso, not espresso.
it's autopsy, not odd topsy. Yeah, but I'm on my laptop here, and I'm not gonna get over it. I even spell it wrong, which is the worst part. I thought it was like a lab, like, it's
And that
so,
makes sense. Like, you put it on, like, you're at a
yeah,
computer lab.
yeah,
As a kid, you went to the computer lab, and then now
laptop.
laptop. Yeah, I get it. I get the confusion.
Well, and
Zacktop, laptop. It's the world we live in.
the other one I had was global warming. I thought it was global warning. Like,
Warning. Yeah.
yeah, like we're warning you that the planet's gonna blow up. Like, I didn't realize it was getting warmer. What if it gets colder? Is it still global warming?
Global warning. Hey guys, just warning, we are on Earth right
Yep.
now. Just want to give you a heads up.
Like when I was in the Chicago airport walking, just trail of tears hung over, walking in a line, single file, side by side with people, and I'm so hungover and I'm just crop dusting the whole way. Like, there should have been a global warning about that. It was not warm in there. It smelt like absolute dying hyenas.
I think we need to give a global warning about the fraud going on in Minneapolis right now.
I will say there is a lot of it with what I was seeing, but then like the follow-ups to them are so funny. Like the one that's really funny is like where they have a learning center, but they spelt learning wrong.
Yeah, they forgot the first N.
Yeah. But that guy was like following up. He's like, yeah, they're here at 11 in the morning, and our daycare operates from 2 to 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah, but that's just like one example, and I'm not defending him, and I'm not really trying to make a political point, but
No.
I'm sure it's like the
It's
most viewed video right now. So I'm
yeah.
sure everyone's seen it, regardless of like where you stand or what you think.
I'm sure Nick Shirley rage quit his job already. He's like, I've made more money in the last 24 hours than I have.
I think that was his job, but
Oh,
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is like watching these videos of him exposing the fraud. Absolutely priceless. Like the look on these people's faces, they're just like he knocks on the door and they're like, who the fuck is here right now? Like, nobody's supposed to be here at all. And then they come to the door and they're struggling to open the front door because they've never used it before. And I mean, that's just a dead giveaway, but it reminds me a lot of the movie Jumper, where like Samuel L. Jackson is trying to track him down or whatever. And he shows up in his apartment and he tries to go to the front door to open it, and as a sign of like, get the fuck out of here. And he's like struggling to open his door.
underratedly good movie, by the way.
Great movie. But yeah, I went down a rabbit hole of those. I just thought it was excuse me, so interesting. And I mean, like he really like did a good job of just going up and just saying, like the healthcare one too. He's like, hey, I want a quote for healthcare. And they're like, no, you get out of here. And it's just like, okay, like if you were a healthcare center, you would be ecstatic that somebody is trying to come use your services. And
Yeah.
they're just like, yeah, no, you get out of here. And it's just like, oh,
Especially because healthcare, I'm pretty sure like when you're like a healthcare agent like that, you were based on commission.
Well,
So,
they're
like-
based on just government funds.
Yeah.
apparently.
Well, made my buck filling out that application. I am done for the year.
The meme of Tony Soprano crying as he's driving, and the caption is, "When it's 6 a.m. and you're on your way to work, and you could have just opened up a daycare in Minneapolis this whole time."
Someone made a Matt Cleary. I'm like in this political stupid fucking fantasy league that I ran the table and won, by the way. Someone made this Matt Cleary Quality Learning Center.
Oh, other way. Matt Cleary Quality Learning Center. Wow, Matt, you made it, dude.
Yeah. Apparently they're all just making fun of me. Apparently I'm a Somalian or something. Yeah, and I don't get it too, but also like going to a daycare without a kid and be like, "Where are the kids at?" That's kind of creepy.
Yeah,
I
I
don't-
mean, yeah, there's all sorts of ways to look at it. It's just like, and then the other guy he was with, he's like this old man, and he's got like a Kermit the Frog voice. Like you'd think you just have this stern voice. He's like, "It says here that you only have $2.9 million."
Dude, the best about that guy, they'll be like, "What agency you're with?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm just Nick Shirley." And then the old guy would be like, "Yeah, I'm Nick Shirley." And you're like, "You're not Nick Shirley. You're Brick."
I did think it was funny when they're like, "Who are you? Who are you working for?" He's like, "Nick Shirley," and they're like, "Who is that?" He's like, "Nick Shirley on YouTube." And it's obviously been blown out of proportion because honestly, I'm like just even getting like tired of seeing it because if you really look at the facts, like they've been investigating this for years.
Yeah.
I just don't like they've been investigating it and it's been reported on like here and there, but like when an independent journalist does it and then there's hundreds of millions of views on it, then it really opens everybody's eyes. And like that's what, as an American population, like that's really just how we get our news is like who's gonna give it to us. Is it gonna be the mainstream media or you? That's who.
Yeah.
Who's
You
gonna
guys
give
got
it to her?
MySpace or
But like it's just funny that like this Nick Shirley guy, like he does these videos often, but the fact that this 23-year-old could just be like the most popular video to like open your eye, like if straight up, if I was a Minnesota resident, I would be so furious right now. I'd just be like, what in the F? But yeah, I just thought it was like the looks on their faces are just priceless when they like go up to the door and they're like, "Can I get health care?" They're like, "No." Nope. And it's like, okay. You go to an Olive Garden and be like, "Table for two," and they're like, "No." No,
Gosh.
get out of here. It's like, okay, B-dubs. Okay.
yeah. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, I was looking at taxes about like what comes out of your paycheck, and I'm totally okay with paying taxes. Not really, but I'm gonna live with it. But I want to know what every single dollar of mine is spent on. Not like, oh, this went towards like the Department of
With 2.5 million Roman candles.
yeah. You bought 6 Roman candles. I want to know like my exact dollar amount. It's like you bought a head cushion on a Black Hawk helicopter with this. Like I want to know exactly.
Yeah.
I want to know exactly what I'm buying with it. It's like, or if it's going to another person, I want to know their name so we could be pen pals or something.
Yeah, a little thank you. You might want to drop a thank you note.
Yeah. And same too. Like if I get something, I want to know that it came from someone else's taxes. Like I'm getting a tax break on my house of like $1,600. I want to know whose taxes that's coming from so I can write them a thank you note.
I couldn't agree with you more, and I think that's like the whole objective of this exposing of the truth is like, you know, as taxpayers, American citizens, like, yeah, if we are going to be forced to pay the taxes, and this is probably the most political we've ever gotten on this podcast, really interesting stuff. But I agree, like the transparency should be 100%, and I'm kind of on board with you of having some sort of pen pal tax break system going on, and then maybe that could cure loneliness in America.
how cool would it be if I could be like, wow, I paid for a half of a water fountain in a mental institution with this month's taxes I paid. And you'd be like, I wonder who paid for the
Yeah.
other half. And then we could
I want to
bond.
drink from that.
Yeah, we could bond over this mental hospital water fountain that we both paid for.
Yeah. Instead, it's 2.5 million Roman candles, you know. And I keep alleging that that's taxpayer funded, which you did say is not.
Yeah.
But
I don't think it's like laptop. You're just not gonna not do it. I mean, it's
all right.
they've
We're
come-
coming up on 60. Matt, quick little sports review. Vikings on a 4-game heater, playing the Packers, finish out the year. Max Brosmer throws for 51 yards, somehow wins the game. Doesn't make sense.
Imagine if you would have thrown for 49.
I don't.
That was a bad
It's
joke.
like 100% joke.
I don't know.
Okay. Let's reset. Let's just take it back a touch. Yeah, Vikings on a heater. Not really much to say there. I'm pretty sure if you go back a few episodes, I called this. The Vikings were 4-8, and I said, watch, they're going to win 5 in a row, and why not have momentum going into the postseason? But on the other end, we have Matt's beloved Panthers that he just doesn't watch. And like, I watched the entire Panthers Seahawks game the other day. It was terrible, just a dog shit game. They're playing week 18 at Tampa Bay for a playoff spot. So that's what we have in sports. You won both your fantasy leagues.
Yeah.
Congratulations on that. Just running the table. And now you have a Matt Cleary hate group.
Yeah.
Send me the info on that so I can do a little tax break donation on that. Send him a couple Roman candles.
How many Roman candles did my taxes buy? Jordan, stop calling us. We don't know.
All right, just send me an address so I can send over Roman candles.
Just want to drop him a couple Roman. Yeah, I got in trouble for sending Roman candles to the White House again.
Tried to take them on my plane, and they made me zip up my pockets.
But they made me zip up my pockets, but let me take Roman candles on. I don't understand it. The Panthers can lose and still make the playoffs if the Falcons
win. Yeah.
I don't know why I said won, like it was past tense, but yeah, other than that, I don't really.
What's the latest? Who do we have in college football playoff?
Nobody's played. So
no,
it's
I mean, the first. Oh, did we go over it? Can you just remind me?
Yeah, I have 5 left. You have 3.
Great.
You have Georgia, Ohio State, and Miami. I have Indiana, Texas Tech, Oregon, Ohio State, or Ole Miss, and Alabama.
So essentially, it's going to come down to Georgia or Ohio State representing me in the Natty. And
it's going to come down to the top 2 teams that got by, one of them winning them, and then the other person wins. And yeah. I think, well, I did win both my fantasy leagues this year, and I honestly think the key is not watching any NFL.
Yeah.
And just going 100% based off of what Yahoo Sports projects them to get for setting your starting lineup and picking up good players. Like I picked up like Michael Wilson, just dominated.
Yeah, he was very dominant once he got the nod for the starting job. I also like picking up players with cool names. What do you like? Jackson Smith and Jigba, Puka Nakua, Bijan Robinson, you know?
I mean, if you had all 3 of those guys on your team, you drafted pretty well.
Yeah. Quarterbacks kind of suck. Like Josh Allen is so good, but like, boy, would he be disappointing as a quarterback. And I did have him in a league. He's dominant, but
I had Trevor Lawrence and Bo Nix. Like, didn't really matter which one I played. They always got a shitload of points.
Kyle Pitts, 4 touchdowns, just randomly. Do you know he's been in the league for 5 years. In his first year, he had 1 touchdown. Second year, 2 touchdowns, so on and so forth. Obviously, he has 1 more game, but he's gone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in touchdown totals in his first through fifth year. Do you know that?
No, but that's kind of that's a good fun fact.
Yeah, you could write that in your little taxpayer pen pal thing if you wanted to just have a little fun fact for that. That'd be cool. And
Fun
you could
fact,
tell your joke.
I don't like puppets.
That's all I got, man. I mean, I'm out a lot of gas over here.
Yeah, I mean, we can wrap it up. Make sure to follow us on all social media platforms. I'll stop being a pile of shit and start posting on them more so you can see stuff. And you can review the podcast on Apple, Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts, or you can watch the entire show.
Everybody have a happy new year. Thank you for a great 2025. Happy birthday to Matt. Happy birthday to me. Everybody have fun. Be safe. We'll be back next week. Up next, we have episode 280. Thank you for listening.
You're watching Channel 4 News with 5-time Emmy Award-winning anchor Ron Burgundy and Tits McGee.
Good evening, San Diego. I'm Veronica Corningstone. Tits McGee is on vacation.
And I'm Tits